Hey everyone, the last Shoegazer here. I just wanted to take a few minutes today to share with you a Blu-ray edition that I recently got of one of my most favorite Wild Eye films, Scream Park. This is a 2014 film that I actually did a pretty in-depth review a number of months ago for, and I'll link that review in the description box below if you're interested to hear my thoughts on this film. But generally, this is a pretty fun amusement park slasher. You see some different characters here that kind of resemble a little bit of, like, Part 2 Friday the 13th, a little bit of Halloween kind of vibe mixed in with a really cool kind of a carnival setting. Kind of brings to mind a little bit of the Fun House. It definitely has a low budget indie feel, but it's done right. So up until more recently, whenever I checked out Cold Ground, that quickly became my number one favorite from Wild Eye, but this is still up there. And guys, this Blu-ray edition just recently went back into production after I did my earlier review of this DVD edition that my friend Rob from Wild Eye sent to me. He sent me a link because he knows that I'm into alternate artwork and collecting different editions of favorite films. And he said we actually have a deal with Amazon with it is like made on demand, burn on demand kind of program. And I went on, and it was like a little over $17. And long story short, I kind of I messed around too long, and I held off on it, and they stopped producing it. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. And actually, I reached out to Rob recently and said, like, hey man, is that program ever going to be back up and running? Are they going to make any more of the made on demand Scream Park Blu-rays with the awesome commissioned artwork here that is very reminiscent of something that like Scream Factory would put out, which he actually said that's kind of what they were going for with the art direction, the guy that they have doing a lot of their kind of artwork like this, whereas this is more of like a photograph, and everything's kind of put together in a cool way. I love this, but I like this a lot more. And he said he wasn't quite sure why they stopped producing it, and he was going to look into it. And right around that same time, I popped on, and out of the blue, they were like available again. So it was like meant to be. So yeah, I finally got my hands on the made on demand Blu-ray edition of Scream Park. I think the artwork is really, really great. Definitely has all the kind of common elements there is something like Friday the 13th. I just think it just screams slasher. I think it looks great. So I'm just going to kind of show this, do like a little bit of an edition comparison here. And like I said, if you're interested to hear my thoughts on this, I do have a review I did a number of months ago that I'll link in the description. So yeah, this is kind of a thick, almost like a UK arrow or like umbrella kind of case here. I do really like that, but it's very similar to that kind of a size. It's not a standard thin Blu-ray case, but yeah, you can obviously see the differences here. It looks like they did utilize maybe this image in doing this. You can see like the one string kind of going over as you can here. It just has that common look to it. But yeah, I think this does look really cool. But man, you can't beat someone's artwork. I just think that looks great. Kind of do a side by side there. This is almost like the same thickness there, Blu-ray and DVD. And then back to back, same images, looks like same synopsis. It has, some different festivals, the information there. at the bottom is the same, 2014, both 96 minutes, so it's the same cut of the film, not rated. Yeah, it looks like maybe over here the images are shifted down on the carousel just a little bit more. The only other thing I notice here is you can read all of what Dr. Carnage review said there. Brings to mind Black Christmas or John Carpenter's Halloween, but the barcode labeling there definitely went over Halloween, so that's kind of a bummer, but oh well, I'm thinking people are going to see John Carpenter's and know that that's Halloween. So, and I definitely agree to a point there. There are some similarities to Halloween, just that style, similar to Friday the 13th as well, especially with the Baghead killer in this. He's kind of like one of the main ones doing the killing. But this, as I say in my my review, this has an awesome carnival, like amusement park atmosphere. Definitely like an indie low budget feel, but it also has awesome production. Hellraiser's Doug Bradley. The killers look great. It just brings all the goods to the table. So yeah, I will kind of show the discs here as well. And this one has a little insert there. But yep, just kind of standard, kind of like semi-gloss there, almost like a satin finish on the disc. So that's the DVD that you can still purchase from Wild Eye, and I would highly recommend. And then now once again available, burn on demand or made on demand through Amazon, is the Blu-ray of Scream Park, which I would highly recommend as well. I'm really excited to see the Blu-ray transfer, and there it has the Amazon barcode. It says Blu-ray disc just as it does here, nice and kind of popped out. I think that's cool. That's unique. Looks different than a standard Blu-ray case. And I do like that it's the thicker, almost like an umbrella or arrow, like I said. And that's more of like a glossy finish. That looks really nice, really sharp. Focus in here, let you guys see the detail a little bit more. Yeah, I think that is phenomenal. So anyway, that is 2014's Scream Park from Wild Eye Releasing. Really have enjoyed the DVD. That's what I first watched it on to do my review after Rob sent it to me, and I'm really happy that I have since been able to add the Blu-ray edition to my collection. So definitely go check this film out. Check the link in the description box here to watch my full review on it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.